Hello YouTube vintage radio restores. I think this one almost qualifies as an antique because it's from 43 or 44. They made these for quite a while into the war years and then afterwards. This one I've been working on it in between other things, and the list of things I've done to it are so long. And there's been so many parts changed. Let's just look at the parts changed. So there's the 35Z rectifier, open filament. This is the 50L6 output tube. It's an Addison. Very, very low testing, less than 40%. A lot of hours on it. It's the only original tube. And this Marconi or macaroni I used to call them, 12SA7 glass, which is in replacement. And there's actually, you can run these very low, like a 40% tube will work, but this tube is critical for good reception, especially on shortwave. So I replaced those three. The other two, the 12SQ7, 12SK7, tested really well. But this is all the stuff. Instead of replacing the filter cap, they just piggyback some on there, and you can get away with that. All these wax Aerovox caps. Quite a few of them. Mainly .022s and .047s, a couple .005s. This tube socket here, this was under the 50L6. It had a serious crack in it. Because there's so many connections on it, I didn't see it right away. From the top, you couldn't see it. Tried crazy gluing it in place, that didn't work. And the problem with it was, when you push the tube in, it actually pulled apart and you had very poor contact. And these wafer tube sockets aren't that great. Dial lamp gone. It was out. And that makes a difference because it affects the B+. And then a few resistors and caps. A lot of soldering and rework on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand it up. Hopefully get it in the camera eye. I think that's about right there. And if you hear sort of a... It's very windy today. We're getting this quick changeover. It was way above freezing this morning. The sun was out. Now it's below freezing. Everything's ice. And we have high winds. But good day to be inside and working on stuff. So this, here I put in this terminal strip. There's a couple of new filter caps. Most of the resistors changed. There's only a couple I didn't change. I think those two right there were still on spec. And as I go along, so I started on the power side here and worked my way along. This tube, the 50L6, there's a new tube socket there. I'm just going to look in the monitor so you can see that. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay. So it has a bakelite socket, a much better one. You should actually replace all the sockets, but how much time are you going to spend? Like there has to be a cutoff point. But anyway, there's a replace tube socket, lots of orange dips replacing those old wax jobs, and several of the ground points I had to redo. This lug here had, get this, 9 connections on it. It was a complete disaster. That's factory. So most of those are either on the terminal board here or on this piece over here. An extra little terminal there. There's a .25 in there. So anyway, I just went along, and some of the wiring, this is one of the good pieces that you could actually move. But here's one thing I found. Like for instance, in changing this socket, I had to take this wire off, and it was stretched absolutely tight between sockets. So then I had to put a new piece of wire in. It wasn't long enough anymore. Anyway, so it was quite a bit of soldering, quite a bit of replacement. Had to fix the hole in the speaker. get the tuning mechanism working. I haven't done an alignment or anything on it yet. I am going to turn it on. It's got, the tubes have been through the tester. So we get the dial amp coming on. That's a really good sign. That means the filament string is intact and it's warming up. So this one has the AM broadcast band here and then a shortwave 6 megahertz to 14. So we just got a short antenna on it for shortwave. So give it a second here. It's warming up for the first time with these tubes. Oh my, there's something there. I think we're on shortwave. Let's go back to broadcast.
I'm Scott McGilvery in Kitchener, Davis.
Actually, this lamp makes some noise. I'm just going to turn it off. Hopefully you can see okay. Oldie station. My girl. Excuse me. Comedy station.
I think there's some nuance that is important.
This, I haven't lined it up or anything. I can't believe it works this good. It must have been good alignment. So with the volume turned down, no vibration, it's really nice and quiet. Let's go to shortwave. Oh my. For a radio to work this good, this radio is waking up after decades, no doubt. This is with that. This works amazingly good. Well, that's great. I'm finishing the cabinet. I just did 2 coats of lacquer on it on top of the stain and it's looking really nice. So next video you see will be everything together. Thanks for watching and listening.